Have you heard of that lawsuit where parents are suing the government because their kids have taken their lives because of social media? I'm Forever, this is Sarah, and we dive into it.
Yes. So, I was thinking about this earlier. Is social media like a two-edged sword? You know, a lot of people say they love it, other people say they hate it. And I know there's been so many studies talking about how it impacts young people.
Yeah.
What is your, like, when I say social media, what comes to mind straight away?
When you say social media, what comes straight into my mind is scroll down. That's the first thing, because they all use the same mechanism. It's kind of weird. And I think there's been like a study that shows that all these apps were curated to mimic a casino. So
Really?
I'm telling you the truth. Where did I see it? I forgot. I think it was on social media.
Yeah.
Basically, you scroll. It's like that thing where I don't know what it is, but you like.
I know what you're talking about, like Bing, and then you
and then you have to get something. Yeah, that's the thing. So you just keep searching for value, just keep scrolling. It's so automatic. Your brain doesn't even have to think about it. It's weird. It's like a trap. I don't know. And the fact that we can't stop is, we can, but like
Do we want to?
Yeah, it's not even just do we want to. We're so into it. Like
It's like we're programmed into it.
There was a time, I forgot what it was, but I believe the internet went down. I don't know if this is real. It must have been real. It can't be my dream. My dreams are not this vivid. The internet went down. It affected planes. Planes couldn't take off. They couldn't land. And we couldn't feel the effect, but like people in the airport felt the effect, because it was like the internet in the airport malfunctioned.
Yeah.
And planes couldn't get up, they couldn't land, phones weren't working. And I just, imagine if that was us all day, every day. I mean, people will think about it and be like, oh my God, but my grandparents survived. Yeah, but like, your grandparents aren't us. Your grandparents...
Yeah, we're a whole different generation.
Yeah, we're completely different people. I think it's weird. It's like a pill that, you know it's bad, but you keep going. It's very weird.
No, I've actually know this. It's true, because you know all these algorithms like TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat. They all use the same algorithms. Where if you like this video, let's say it's about like history, your next 3 videos will be about history.
Yeah.
And also this really fun fact. Well, it's just like interesting to know. But have you noticed that TikTok and Instagram get a lot more views than like Snapchat Spotlight? And I actually know why. Because if you go on Instagram and TikTok, it's been proven that it takes less energy to scroll down than it does to click to the next one. And Snapchat Spotlight, you need to click to the next.
It's like a WhatsApp status.
Yeah, you've got to click the next one.
It's not.
So you're not really engaged in the story because you've got to keep clicking to the next one. But with TikTok and Instagram, there's even options to auto scroll. So
they're really trying to get us into this thing.
Yeah, so like sometimes you're just laying in bed, you can't be bothered to do anything, and the app does all the work because it doesn't want you to leave. And also, if you think about it, these apps really want you to stay because so many of these videos that you watch have paid promotion in them. So TikTok, Instagram is making tons of money by you just sitting on your phone and scrolling. And not only is that bad for your brain, actually I've got a really interesting fact about that. I was on Instagram. I was on Instagram and I saw a clip. Everybody knows who Elon Musk is.
Oh yeah.
And he owns a platform X. And he was doing interview, and somebody asked him, what is the worst thing that has like the least beneficial thing that's come about in this generation? And he said short videos, because there's actual studies where it's like kind of rotting your brain. You know, like you said, attention spans go down. Yeah.
It's actually a problem.
Yeah, it's like
whenever you see a video on TikTok that's past 5 minutes, the most liked comment will be, there's nothing wrong with my attention span.
I know. And like there's even an option to do 2 times it. Like people can't listen for that long.
I can't. It's not even about listening for that long. My brain people speak too slow.
That's what they want you to think. Like your brain is so oversaturated that you need to like listen
no way, don't do that. But yeah, fair enough. I watch every video in 2 times speed.
No, I've been
not
doing
every
that as
video,
well.
but majority of, and it's so easy to just do. You just hold and then lock it down, and then it just plays 2 times speed. And even sometimes 2 times speed isn't even enough. I need more. Like it's still too slow. It's weird.
But you know, if you really think about it, sometimes that can be useful as well. Listening to something 2 times speed. Like I do a lot of revision sessions where I'm on YouTube and I'm watching like this guy like explain maths videos.
Machem guy.
Yeah, people like that. And if I listen to something in 2 times speed, that means I can get 2 videos in the same time as one. So when you're revising, it's like kind of useful at the same time. But at the same time I'm thinking about it's bad for my brain, but it's also good for my revision.
We need to get those A stars. The brain can wait, guys. We need to at least smash these exams out of the park, and then later we'll worry about our brains.
Yeah.
After we have our university places.
Yes, that is the plan.
That's the plan.
But also, I was looking at this article earlier. I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. I sometimes do scroll on the news. It's not just Instagram. But I was reading this article where people were like how young people, they have never felt as much FOMO as they do now. And I'm thinking to myself, that makes so much sense because it's like sometimes I see my friends post something on their story, and because I couldn't go for whatever reason, and then they post that, oh, they're all together and they're having fun. I'm like, I'm seeing it and I want to be there. And even people who I don't know, they're having so much fun. I'm like, why can't I be having that much fun? Which is like, also, a lot of people say that you can socialise with people online, but then you also feel so left out.
Because you're not in the... I don't know, I think it's a thing where... correct me if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, but I genuinely feel like when people are here together, the proximity of human beings, there has to be some sort of chemical reaction that makes us crave human because hello, we can do it all. I have I'm Nigerian, so I've got family in Nigeria, and I remember one day I stayed up and I was crying my eyes out. I was so bad. Do you know why I was crying? I miss my grandma. I call her all the time, but it wasn't enough, and I was looking through like, thank you so much, iPhone. I was looking through my, like, the things that, like, are saved to my iCloud. And the very last picture I took in Nigeria was with my grandma, and I couldn't find that picture, and I lost my mind.
Oh, my gosh.
Sarah, I was crying so much. Every time I blinked, my eyelids would hurt. I was crying. I really missed my grandma. And I couldn't get any pictures or any video. I couldn't get anything. But I always call her, but it's not the same. Because sometimes there's a network problem. Yeah. Sometimes we're just too busy. And I just needed a hug from my grandma. And that's not, like, it's hard. So social media, it helps to some extent. But, like, it doesn't cover, it's not full circle. And I think the problem that we have right now in this generation is that we've made it, we've relied on it so much that we think it can't replace it. It cannot replace human interaction. I can't stress this enough. If you have everyone that you love, if your family, if your world is around you, you won't realize it. But as soon as you move to a different place, it's a massive problem. Yeah. I walk into, like, I think I walked into the perfume shop, smelled the perfume, smelled like my aunt. I almost started crying. I was like, she's not here. And I could call her and talk to her for ages, but it's not the same. It's very weird. I'm gonna do some studies on that because I genuinely feel like there has to be some sort of chemical reaction or some hormones that we release that make us crave human interaction, because otherwise we could just do everything online, but it doesn't work. It doesn't fix anything.
But you know, there was actually a study done where they got a bunch of young people, like our age roughly, to answer this survey where they were like, how many of these people, age I think it was like 16 to 19, how many of them were on social media? And it was like 92% of them were, which is not a big shock, to be honest.
Obviously. I mean,
and then the next question was, how many of you guys think it's positive and why? And about, like, I think it was like 82%, give or take a few percent, said that for the same reason, that it allowed them to be more social and be more connected with their friends. So like you were saying that you, like, after, you know, being on social media for so long and using, like, your phone to call people, you crave the interaction.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of people who, let's say, they struggle to interact socially in person.
Yeah, but they find it easier to do online. Yeah, definitely.
So they can fill that, you know, gap in human interaction online, which I think is very useful.
Yeah. But then obviously I think it's like, okay, think of it this way. When you teach people, you have a teacher. You have a rapport with that teacher.
Yeah.
Okay? And even though they're teaching you, a massive percentage of what you learn depends on your relationship with the teacher. Don't shoot the messenger, shoot the message. But then when you have a substitute teacher, it's more difficult. You're still learning the same content. It just feels a bit off because it's not supposed to replace your teacher. It's just a different person, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's the same way we can look at social media.
I guess so.
Version. Yeah.
And also, one last interesting fact. A lot of people say that they love the ideas of social influencers. It's like, if you think about your favourite person watch online, they have created this whole personality online, and a lot of people aspire to be them. However, there are so many instances where you can find, like, videos of them editing their body, editing what they say, because they're trying to be what people want them to be. So I
and
think
to love
that's really
themselves.
important about social media as well, that although you can interact with so many people as well, it can also become a huge pressure on the person, especially if they're posting constantly because they want to appeal to the audience. And that can cause so many identity crises. Like, I remember for a while I was posting and I didn't know what to say anymore because I'm like, who am I? Am I me? Am I me, or am I the person that they want me to be? And so, you know, you've got to really think about that. It is kind of like, you can make money off it, but then is it at the
what
cost of who
Yeah.
you are?
Now that we're going into that, we're just going to leave that for a later session because I have a lot to say about social media influencers. But we will catch you on the next time here at Youthology.
Bye!
If you've got a passion for something, you're never going to give up.